Hello, guys. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode. In this episode, guys, we are going to be solely focusing on manager Xavi's pre-match press conference ahead of the Elche game. Of course, Xavi had his traditional press conference. In that press conference, the manager spoke about Messi, which is a hot topic of discussion now in Barca transfer news. He spoke about Ansu Fati, another player that has been making headlines a lot. He spoke about Pablo Gavi. He spoke about Araujo, Pablo Torre, Eric Garcia, Garrido, ahead of Elche versus FC Barcelona in La Liga. We are going to be discussing on everything the manager had to say in that press conference. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't, give the video a like, and please watch the video right up to the very end. FC Barcelona will look to extend their lead at the top of the league to 15 points when the lock horns with relegation battlers Elche away from home at the Estadio Manuel Martinez Valero on Saturday night. The Blaugrana have opened up a massive 12 points advantage over arch rivals Real Madrid following 2-1 El Clasico win a fortnight ago, and will now look to continue from where they left off before the international break. Ahead of the game against Elche, manager Xavi Hernandez spoke to the media, addressing several topics ranging from the rumors of Lionel Messi returning next summer to the controversial comments made by Ansu Fati's father earlier in the week. So on facing Elche, Xavi said, "We are not thinking about the next game, only tomorrow. We don't know what they will do with the change of coach. They have little to lose. They will show pride. It's a tricky match, yes, and we have to win it." On Rafa Eustace's comment about Messi's return, he said, "It's not time to talk about Leo's return. I talk to him a lot because he's my friend. We are dealing with the issue, but there is a wall between now and then. I hope we see him at home. I'm the first one who would be happy to see the best player in history return, but now is not the time to talk about signings, nor about Leo. We are 2 months away from winning two titles." On Ansu Fati's situation and his father's comments, he said, "I have spoken to him. He is calm and focused. I like that. It doesn't worry me. I don't give importance to what the father says. I understand him perfectly. He is suffering for his son. I lived it. Ansu is a great guy, mature, and will help us. I am the first one who wants him to succeed at Barca. I have a good feeling about him." The player has to understand that there are five changes. In half an hour, you can change a game. It will become more and more important. I have already asked for patience for the 20-year-old players. Then, talking on Gavi and a possible campaign against him from the Madrid media, he said, "I don't know. I don't know about the campaign I'm hearing about. He is happy with us from what I know. He is an extraordinary player. I suppose the problem is that he is a Barca player. In another team, it will be a virtue. He is one of the best midfielders in the world, without a doubt." Then, talking on his influence on Messi's possible return, he said, "It's not up to me. It depends on what he does. If he wants to come back, we talk. But we haven't spoken much. If he wants to come back, we will listen to him. I'll be the first to add my voice for him to come back. I haven't talked about next year. We are focused on winning titles first. You are specialists in changing the subject, and I don't understand why people are talking about transfers. We are one step away from winning titles, and now we are talking about signings. It's surprising. Elche and the cup final, that's what is important." More on Messi rumors, Xavi said, "Let's listen to fate. If it's so wise, let's see what happens. There's nothing yet, honestly. Let's see how willing he is. We are doing a disservice to Leo, to the team, to the club. We are one step away from success in the post-Messi era, and we were so afraid of. This is success, a huge one." On the injuries within the team, the manager said, "We have quite a few players who don't have a good feeling about, but there are still a few days to go. we will try to recover. Pedri and Dembele, Frankie are out tomorrow, and they will say how they feel. Then talking about Ansu Fati, he said, I try to make him happy. I have a lot of confidence in him. I know what he is capable of. I talk to him a lot. I try to make him happy. He's going to deliver. I'm the first one who wants him to succeed. On Ronald Araujo, he said, it depends on the feelings. Today was the first day he walked in the group. Tomorrow I will talk to him and we will decide. On calling up Alex Garrido and Estanis Pedrola, he said, I like Garrido, like Alacon, like Pablo. Estanis can play on both sides and Garrido has a great last pass, which is what we like the most about Pedri. On the possibility of breaking the most points record, Xavi said, we didn't talk about it. It's an add-on, an extra. We haven't even talked about it. I'm worried about winning the league and the cup, he said. Then on whether Gavi would be treated differently if he plays for Madrid, he said, if he plays for another team, not just Madrid, the treatment would be different. A player like that is a spectacle. It might be the rivalry, but it surprises me. On Pablo Torre, he said, this guy brings an interior play. He has a lot of talent. He is the best of set pieces, in corner kicks, in side fouls. He can have minutes in these games. On Messi's return, depending on FFP, that is a financial fair play, Xavi said, it will depend on many factors. We are at the expense of the fair play, but what we will decide the most is Leo's will. He knows that the doors are always open for him. A lot of things have to happen. On the outlook of the team, Javi said, maintaining our advantage in the league and trying to reach the cup final. Victories against Valencia and in Pamplona with suffering have made the group grow, like winning against Madrid with injuries, but we have to keep going. It's not over yet. Then talking on the ball surrounding Messi's possible return, he said, yes, of course, I'm in love with Leo Messi. Don't misunderstand me, but how it is, that's how it is. I've grown up with him and I know him as a person. He's an exemplary in many ways. The ultimate last dance like Michael Jordan, the important that the colors are excited, the best thermometer is the Camp Nou. There can be criticism and circumstances, but Camp Nou doesn't fail. People are excited, happy in the street. It makes me proud. On the lack of goals, he said, we need to look more for Lewandowski. We need to improve there. More courageous in looking for more things. On Ansu Fati again, he said, I understand Ansu's father. I empathize. I worry about Ansu. I am calm and I see him training. He trains very well. It is important that he's happy. On Elche's new manager, Sebastian Bashasheshe, he said, we have analyzed his game at Defensa Justicia. He's offensive. He has spent years with San Pauli, very similar to what we are looking for. I don't know what we'll find, but he's offensive by training. On using Garcia as a pivot, he said, I've been thinking about the position for a long time. He's a perfect fit. We have talked about it with him. He makes good choices. He's aggressive and in the duels, he can adapt to that position. On Jody Alba, he said, it is important for him, or it is difficult for him because we chose Body lately, but he's happy with him and his performance. On the tactics for tomorrow, he said, we will see. Tomorrow, let's see. The idea doesn't change at all. Whether we play with three natural forwards or with a midfielder on one flank. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.